The MSC Meraviglia cruise ship, which is 315 meters long and as tall as an 18-floor building, is no less than a role model for the modern shipping industry. Weighing 80,000 tons, it is heavier than 8,000 African elephants. This cruise ship resembles a small village floating on the sea and is entirely self-sufficient, capable of accommodating 7,000 people for several weeks without them feeling any lack of amenities. It features 2,500 luxury suites, casinos, fitness centers, open terraces, pools, water parks, dance floors, restaurants, and even a full shopping mall inside. The construction of this ship cost a total of $1 billion, equivalent to 8,250 crore rupees, and required 60 million hours of labor, which would not have been possible without the day and night efforts of 450 engineers and thousands of workers. The shipping company MSC contracted a French company for its design and construction, with the requirement that the ship surpass all others in stability, ensuring no vibrations or motion sickness for passengers. Additionally, MSC demanded the entire cruise ship be completed within 4 years, with a penalty of 100,000 euros per day for any delay. The question is, how is this possible in such a short time? STX France, tasked with constructing this steel mountain, faced numerous challenges during the process. Some features were being attempted for the first time in the shipping industry. Out of the 4-year deadline, 2 years were spent on planning and designing the Meraviglia. Construction officially began in 2015, with the vessel due for delivery in 2016. In the 150-hectare Saint-Nazaire shipyard, thousands of steel sheets were ordered. The design for the 315-meter-long cruise ship was already prepared, detailing which part would go where and in what shape. The most precise task was cutting these sheets, for which a robotic arm was used to minimize waste. This was such an aggressive task that doing it manually was impossible, as even a millimeter of error could ruin 2 years of work. Building the Meraviglia required a total of 300,000 pieces, each in different shapes. These pieces were welded together to form highly complex parts, such as the bulbous bow, which marine engineers refer to as the bulb. Located at the front end of large ships, it helps cut through water during cruising. Without the bulbous bow, ships face more drag, leading to higher fuel consumption. Constructing the ship's hull, the main body that allows the ship to float, was also a highly complicated task. Its design and shape are crucial as it reacts differently in various seas. Using software, 150 hull designs were created and tested on a simulator. A dummy ship with sensors was also used to test the effects of water forces at different speeds. After all testing, the most stable design was selected. Next came the most important part of the MSC Meraviglia, the propellers. Standing 20 meters tall, these steel giants have the power to move the 80,000-ton cruise ship. Each propeller is nearly the size of a double-story building and weighs more than an Airbus A320. The electric motors consume a total of 40 million watts of electricity, equivalent to powering 35,000 1.5-ton air conditioners. These engines were specially designed to minimize vibrations, with special vibration damping materials installed. Engineers claim these engines will keep the MSC Meraviglia free from any vibrations, even at its top speed of 22.7 knots, 42 kilometers per hour, ensuring passengers feel as if they are sitting in a 5-star hotel in the middle of the ocean. Regarding the ship's electricity requirements, it was decided to install a full power station. This floating village, housing 7,000 people for at least 7 days, with 2,500 luxury suites, casinos, theaters, and other facilities, consumes a significant amount of electricity. The power station is built with 4 large diesel generators producing 11,000 volts of current. After meeting the engine's demands, transformers reduced the voltage to 230 volts for passenger use. The total length of wiring on the MSC Meraviglia is approximately 1,500 kilometers. Due to its massive size, constructing it in one piece was impossible. Engineers built different modules separately to meet the deadline, and the final step was assembling these modules by stacking them on top of each other. The individual modules were constructed separately, and now it was time for assembly, which involved lifting and fitting all the modules together, one on top of the other. This process was akin to solving a joint puzzle. With the help of a 5,000-ton crane, the assembly work began. It was crucial to place each module with extreme precision. Fitting all the modules together and shaping the ship took a total of 9 months. Normally, people go on cruises to spend their vacations, and such a ship typically takes at least a week to reach its destination. On the MSC Meraviglia, 7,000 passengers were to reside, and meeting their water requirements was going to be a very challenging task. Freshwater is not only used for drinking but also for pools, showers, and cooking. If estimated, each person on the ship uses about 200 cubic meters of water daily. Therefore, with 7,000 passengers, the ship would require 1.4 million cubic meters of water per day. No ship can store such a vast amount of water. To address this issue, onboard desalination plants are installed. Seawater is heated and converted into steam, separating the salts from the water. In the case of the MSC Meraviglia, the mechanism uses the heat from the engines, which would otherwise be wasted, to heat the water, creating a fuel-efficient system. Not only that, but for the comfort of passengers and to meet MSC's requirements, stabilizers were introduced for the first time on the MSC Meraviglia. During sea travel, the ship rolls continuously, causing nausea and dizziness in many passengers, a condition known as seasickness or motion sickness. To alleviate this issue, stabilizers were installed on the MSC Meraviglia. As soon as the ship leaves the port, these stabilizers extend outward and significantly control the vessel's rolling motion. Think of them as automatic shock absorbers, which were highly necessary at the time. After the complete assembly of the ship, it was time to launch it into the water for the first time. The dock was filled with water, and the MSC Meraviglia was taken out for testing. After checking the engines, power generation, safety systems, and leaks, the MSC Meraviglia was declared ready for finishing. If we talk about interior design, the MSC Meraviglia features a 315-foot-long indoor shopping mall, restaurants, cafes, and a public space for relaxation, named the Galleria Meraviglia. The Horizon Pool, which converts into a dance floor at night, along with a cinema, spa, gym, and Lord's Club, as well as 2,500 super luxury suites, bowling alleys, and an F1 simulator, are also available. After completing all the finishing and decoration work, STX delivered this masterpiece to MSC ahead of schedule, fulfilling their final challenge. The MSC Meraviglia is no less than a role model for the modern shipping industry and has been in service as an engineering marvel since June 3, 2017.